What's up? Today I review about the film. It's a film, The Sheep in the Box. 箱の中の羊. It is a story of the family, the father and mother, and they lost a son, and they couldn't get over the loss, and they accept the humanoid android. He was actual son, but they lost the son, so accept the humanoid son. And this is a Japanese famous director, Kore-eda. He is a director, and at first what I was interested in is I like the look, the cinematic look of the film. As you can see, really nice look, right? The nature going, and so these the very simple and minimalistic and sophisticated look. Very nice. So I really like the look, and also the general design of the architecture and fashion. And this is something like the Muji shop in Japan. Less is more kind of design. And it is a story of the life and the loss. And on the film there's a tree, and there the architect, and the wife is architect, and the husband is a craftsman. So they use the tree as the material of the architect, and the father is a wild kind of guy, and he very old-fashioned craftsman in Japan. So the old-fashioned craftsman believes in there's a life in the natural trees, and he is the one that believes the life in trees. And also it's a kind of animism thing, right? It's a material or the physical things, but we feel the life in there. And let's collect that there's a story of the android, humanoid. Actually, it's a robot, not life. And in the film, it says there's no emotion in him, and he has no emotion, so he doesn't feel sad. And when the mother feels sad about when the mother feels the son android is seems sad, that's a mirror of your emotion. That was said by the mechanics of the android. So that might be true, and it's maybe various way to see it. We see an object, nature, it has some life, maybe some life in there. And they create the tree architecture materials as the dead tree, but still has dead one, but has some life was there. So that can be connected to Android has life, or we can freeze the life in the Android. It's a classical Android or human-made life motif. It's nice to think about. It can be connected to the robot and drum has a life or not. And about the story, I just point. I was wondered. There's a point that parents' acceptance. It is so quick to accept about the children. There's the children abandoned by parents. Also, the android abandoned by the parents. So it was kind of shocking scene, and the audience see it as, from the android son's point of view. We know the step by step what's happening, but the parents do not know the whole things, and suddenly invited by the android son to the school, and there's a lot of abandoned children and the android, and then suddenly accept the situation. I thought from the characteristics of the father and mother that who cannot accept the loss of the children, they cannot accept that instantly. Maybe it takes 3 months to understand the situation and accept the final plan. That's the abandoned android wants to live in the forest without interference of the human. They want to live by themselves. So that's a scene. I was wondered about isn't it too quick to accept the situation? And also, let's talk about the title. The title is the sheep in the box. The sheep in the box. In Japanese, it's same. 箱の中の羊. And the box, maybe it's the architecture models. The models for the how can I say that? The version made with a paper. I think that's a box. Some house model, or the maybe inspiration and creation or idea. What can be box means something reinforced to be inside of in there. So something like a cage, something blocks inside and outside. Maybe a bird in a cage. That would be really instantly we can understand the motif. So the sheep in the box. Now I found out by just now. There's the Saint-Exupéry, the prince The Little Prince. I thought that's the English title. In Japanese, Hoshi no Oi-sama. The Little Prince. There's a sheep in a box. And the story is the protagonist meet with a prince, and protagonist draw a sheep, and he want the little prince want the exact sheep he want, and tries to draw the protagonist try to draw the sheep, but prince say no, and the protagonist draw a box, and there's a hole in there, and the protagonist says there's a sheep inside, and the little prince agree or satisfied with that. That's a nice sheep, that's what I want. So I forgot about the story in the movie. That's the sheep in the box. And now I'm thinking about the concept of the film just now. Maybe the story of Little Prince is a message is the most important thing is something we cannot see. So that might be the motive, and that might be the important things in the film. So I thought at first, before the idea of the Little Prince, I thought the mother was in a cage or mind limitation that cannot accept the loss of the son. And at the film end, the end of the film, mother could accept the loss and accept that the son will not come back. So I thought it's the mother in the box of the rose could not accept that the fact. That's with the idea of the Little Prince. Most important things is something we cannot see. I think that's the motif of the Little Prince. And maybe the heart or soul. But there's a scene that signals of the soul or heart in many times. So I think that's a truly important point. But also I will try to say something. So the most important thing is cannot see, and the soul and heart is the things you cannot see, and the most important, and also sheep in the box. That's just a box that's outside. It's reality. things is something we can see. And sheep in the box is metaphor of there's something we cannot see. And maybe the Android is a box, and the soul in the Android is a sheep. If the mother believe there's a soul in the Android, there's a soul in the Android. It's same as it's parallel to the box and sheep, Android and the soul. Maybe that's the thing. I finally got it. Now, it takes time to get it, but that's nice. It's so hot. My phone is too hot that I can see the node. What does the title mean? The sheep in the box. The box might mean the house, model, or creation. Then what does the sheep mean? And I remembered about the Little Prince and the protagonist man in the Little Prince story talks. They talks. The Little Prince wants the protagonist to do a specific sheep. The protagonist does a sheep that the Little Prince does not like it. So the protagonist does a sheep in the box, and the Little Prince liked it. This is a metaphor of believing in the inside. There is something even though we cannot see the inside. The story, The Little Prince, is about the scene. The most important scene is something you cannot see. So, in other words, we need to realize what is important to ourselves and find it on something covered with the other things. So it's something hidden. In the film, the most important thing is the heart and the soul. The box covers these maybe the Android sun. So Android sun has a soul. The family sees the Android sun. The mother sometimes views the soul in the Android sun. The soul might not be in the Android, but the mother believes in the soul, like the sheep in the box. The mother accepts the loss of own son by knowing it is the ego of the parent. That makes Android play in the role of the lost son, and is guilty about it. That happened at the school there, where they met the other Android abandoned, and also abandoned child. So the parent was their son, and son like Android, but it was the ego that forced the Android son to stay in their house. This might be not the happiest ending for the parent, but the mother accepted the Android son's will. they want to live together. The androids want to live together and want to live in the forest. And the mother accepted the loss of her own son. So, live in the sheep in the box. Make the mother believe the android son has a soul that is different from the son. So android and the son is different. That leads the mother to accept the loss of the son, and she hopes the android and the child will be well in the forest at the end. I think that connects the title The Sheep in the Box and the storyline. Finally, it takes so long, but I think that makes sense. It was a nice film, really sophisticated look, design, and nice detail of acting. So please watch the film in the theater, and also I want your comment and like and subscribe. Thank you for watching.